Well, today is Wednesday, and I have a procedure tomorrow that I will spend all day today and probably tonight preparing for. And my wife has a procedure tomorrow, a CAT scan, and she's going to need surgery, major surgery. Her, I won't go into it now, but she's in a lot of pain. And anyway, my knives are. Here's what happened to the knives, and since then I've decided I'm not going to use true oil on this type of wood again, Bacote. Uh, but I laid both knives on that porch rail right there because it gets sun all day yesterday, and had to go to town. Another day in town wasted. Uh, And when I came home, I brought them inside, and after a few hours inside, they were dry enough. I put a second coat on of True Oil, sanded them down like been doing, and put a second coat on and let them sit overnight. And I woke up this morning, and they're not dry, but they're close to being dry. So I think I've got a dry coat on there, and the second coat's going to be drying a little quicker. So I'm going to put a third coat and a fourth coat, and I think we're going to be all right. But it's okay because I'm not going to be able to do nothing with them for several days since we have so many doctor things coming up. I have diabetes, and now I have cataracts, and I'm getting a colonoscopy tomorrow. So anybody who knows what a colonoscopy is, you know what I'll be doing today to prepare for it. So, just catching you up on the goings on around here. There's my wife over there watering. Where is she? Oh, yeah, she's sitting on her buggy watering. Standing up hurts. Anyway, I'm going to roll a clip in here. We were at the hospital the other day. Another day we spent an entire day at the doctor's. I've got my knife etcher, and I haven't even had time to bring it down to my shop yet. I want to try that, but that's not going to happen today or in the next few days. Went to town, and something happened, or I came across something that got me to thinking about the world we live in now and what it has become, what people have become. Narcissistic, self-absorbed, thoughtless, careless, pigs, animals, savages, and beasts. And here's an example of the self-serving, narcissistic mentality of today's society. Home Depot or Lowe's is just a perfect example of what I'm going to talk about. They have a loading area. It says loading area. But what you have now, and I'm sure this is nationwide, this isn't a Louisiana or a Texas thing, because this is nationwide, this is what people have turned into. What you have is these healthy, young, grown men that are driving pickup trucks with trailers that can't park out in the parking lot and walk 80, 90, 100 feet into Home Depot. They pull up underneath the loading zone and park their trucks there and go in and do their shopping. And so other people who have bought lumber and want to come up there and load it because they have parked out in the parking lot can't get anywhere near the loading zone or the forklift, and they start yelling on the loudspeaker inside for people to move their trucks so they can get the forklift out the door with a load of lumber and people can get in there. Every single time I go to Lowe's or Home Depot, it's the same thing. You have these special snowflakes, healthy young men who I guess believe they're above everyone else and deserve to park in the loading zone even though they're not loading, and even though there's signs saying loading zone only, no parking unless you're loading. And, they do nothing about it. I guess because you just have to have two or three people standing there constantly telling people, you can't park here if you're not ready to load your lumber. And eventually, people today, you'd have to get police involved. There'd be arguments. There might be fist fights. I see people pulling up there who aren't even going to buy anything that would require a forklift or help loading. People drive up in Mercedes and BMWs and little cars and park underneath the loading zone because they don't want the sun on their car or because it's just closer. And it just, for some reason, that really ticks me off about people. Here's another thing. And I started noticing this years ago as a truck driver. You'd go into a truck stop for coffee, and every truck stop makes it very, very easy for you to put your garbage in a trash can. They're everywhere. And at the coffee counter, most of the big truck stops, they're not just everywhere. They're right beside where you mix your coffee up and put your cream and sugar in. And still, as easy as it is just to put your stuff in the trash can, which is inches, literally inches away from where you rip open your sugar packages and cream containers, people still leave their garbage on the counter for somebody else to come and pick up. It's just mind-boggling how totally what's the word I want to use? People care only about themselves and their own convenience and cannot be inconvenienced in the slightest. I mean, it would take a full half a second, maybe even 2 seconds, to pick your own garbage up and put it in the trash can that is inches away from where you made the garbage. Or a spill. I've seen people spill stuff and not wipe it up, even though there's paper towels right there. Just, I'd like to say it's millennials, but it's becoming everyone now. And I don't know what to say. I've just been thinking about this last few days because of what happened the other day at the hospital. Hospitals, traditionally hospitals are immaculate. But I went into a bathroom, and I'll show you the clip. I'll probably put that clip in right after I shut my big mouth. And maybe I'm a little cranky too, because, I got so much bad stuff going on right now. Between me and my wife, we're going to be spending a lot of time doctoring. And when she does have this surgery, it's going to be a long, unpleasant recuperation. And I'm not going to be in my knife shop. I want to be taking care of her and washing and drying and cleaning and taking care of her. Anyway, I'm just totally disgusted with the world we live in and what people have turned into. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. This is not a rant. This is just an observation. But on a brighter note, I tried the Burger King Impossible Burger. Oh, I have a clip about that too. And man, I'll tell you what. Well, that's right. Since I did that clip, I did a little research and I found out what they're made out of. And I don't think I would eat another one, but they were good. I got to give you that. They're made out of soy, and there's a lot of things that go along with eating soy. As a matter of fact, the young men today that have man boobs and soccer mom buns. They call them soy boys. They're feminine and soft and girly, and they blame it on soy and soy milk and stuff like that. Because anyway, I'm going to shut up. Couple of clips. Have a good week. Welcome to BC Sunday Rant. Okay, it's not really a rant. I'm at a hospital. Of course, I'm in the bathroom. Had to pee, let some coffee out. And okay, there's a trash can right here. You don't even have to, you step on it. You put your foot right here. And look at all the garbage that people can't step over here, raise that lid, and throw their garbage in. And since this is a hospital, you know, the first thought in my mind is to pick it up and put it in the trash can, but this is a hospital, and that's got a little spot of blood on it. So I'm not going to touch any of this. Now I don't even want to touch the doorknob. But people are just thinking, freaking lazy, nasty people. I'm not touching nothing in here. Good Lord. Oh my God, Becky. Look at that burger. It's so big. It's so round. I like big steaks, and I cannot lie. Okay, I have no intention of ever being a vegan, but I've been wanting to try that Burger King Impossible Burger. And apparently it contains no meat or meat products whatsoever. It's plant-based. I have no idea what plant, but I gotta tell you, if somebody were to give me this burger on a plate and not tell me that it wasn't beef, I could not tell the difference. This is delicious. I hate to say that, because I love meat. But, if this was what you were left to eat the rest of your life, it wouldn't be such a bad life. The Impossible Burger. Pretty dang good. So, how many dogs do you have over there?
I have none.
You have no dogs. And
I fed them.
You fed them, and they all came and sat with me on the lap of luxury.
You're plush.
I'm plush.
You're soft.
I'm not fat. I'm plush.